Aha! 5 ego points. Nice. Alright, let's inspect what's in here.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied.
Oh.
The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Okay, so she wanted to buy her shop outright, didn't have enough money, so they declined her. She probably maybe asked her husband if he could pitch in? Don't know.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Cough medicine? Huh, that's
I
very
think I've looked
interesting.
everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Alright, so we got 2 ego points. The quick save. Alright, so he looks like everything was scouted out here. Let's see, this is growing green. So we did that. Inspect the tobacco shop's surroundings. New objective. Okay, let's get out of here then. We already got that. Interesting. Collect ego points by acting the same way as Hercule Poirot. The surroundings. So there's a vegetable shop, fruits and vegetable shop nearby. Probably where the strawberries came from.
4 pence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
Can we talk to her? Okay, good.
I'll be with you in a few minutes, sir.
Okay.
I'll be with you in a few minutes, sir.
Alright, so it looks like we have to see what her demeanor is then.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Yeah.
Maybe you can stare at people like that where you come from, but here it's very rude.
Shut up, lady. I'm observing you. You're very rude. How about that? Full ashtray and box of matches.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's easy. It's right next door. Interesting. Now can we talk? Let's get her
How much are
warmed
your
up.
lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you
Rude.
speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous. I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well,
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Rude. Another achievement there. Let's check this notebook. Suspect Nancy Bodley, about 50 years old, in Andover. She runs a fruit and vegetable shop. She smokes. She must have been a customer of the tobacco shop. I mean, that's plainly obvious. I don't know why she's so hostile. Like, really? And she lied about the price of lettuce. It's not $5. Let's talk to her again.
You again? I've nothing to say.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Interesting. Is there anything else I can... Is there anything else I can look to? Nothing? Will she talk again?
You again? I've nothing to say. Strawberries, 6 pence a pound.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
Go ahead,
Please
Jeff.
leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Okay,
Thank you,
cool.
mon ami. I'll question her.
Mon ami is my friend in French. Mon ami. Question Mary Drower. What we have? What was Mrs. Asher doing when she was killed? Cigarette packet near the victim's hand. Body was found 11 p.m. Packets in a muddle on the shelf. No. She was killed. Can we establish time range during when Mrs. Asher was killed? Let's see if we can do these two. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 11 in the evening. Can we reduce this time range and why? Okay, so we can't reduce the time range yet. Let's see if any of these. Does that do anything? Nope. She was taking a pack of cigarettes from the shelves. Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Good. 5 ego points. What other questions? Can we establish a time range? Okay, not yet. So let's go in the shop to talk to Mary, shall we? Some objects in the inventory can be modified. See whether an icon is displayed. Ah, the body is gone.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Yeah. Let's go to the back of the shop. Alright, there's Mary. Let's inspect her first.
Is our grief sincere? She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Or she could be faking. We don't know yet. Alright. Information at her prose notebook by Mary Drower. Let's talk to her.
You are very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
Ah,
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Interesting.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Did Franz Asher extort this money from her?
No, she didn't let him intimidate her. She gave the money quite willingly.
Okay.
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
Interesting. I'm Franz Asher.
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jeff says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in its
No
interest
motive
to
to
kill her.
kill her. Unless he wanted more money. What's this over here? Nothing to inspect? Interesting. What's over here?
This interior is very simple. Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Yeah. Interesting. Alright, let's check. Find Franz Asher and updated the notebook to Mary Drower's profiles. So her aunt was her only family. She confirms that Franz Asher is violent, but he was afraid of his wife. Her aunt gave her husband 5 shillings a week, willingly. Okay, that's interesting. So why would he kill her unless...
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Unless he wanted more money because he gambled it all away? I don't know. Is that all that's going to do? Okay, let's get out of here. Gotta go find Franz Asher. Oh, here he is, drunk self.
We
course
have to
he's
wait
drunk.
for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
My goodness, seriously. Information added to the notebook. New objective, look at what France dropped. More info added to the notebook. Okay. France Asher, about 60 years old in Andover. He was a cabinet maker. He doesn't work at the moment. He is a notorious alcoholic with a violent and aggressive temperament. Okay. Let's see what he dropped. What's this?
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
Why would he have it?
Oddly, the fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
Nice.
Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband. A box of new stockings.
Was he seeing someone? Listen, find a way to sober up friends. Okay, so suspect, she owned Alice Asher 10 pounds. That's motive. Okay. Find a way to sober him up. Okay, nothing here.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Maybe the cough medicine? I wonder if the cough medicine would work. Or any type of alcohol.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs.
But she
Asher,
had a bad
and
throat, that's what her
Bovary
niece said.
Laboratory, London.
So this won't...
It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
I guess we can't use this to sober him up. Okay, never mind. What can we use? Is it something in the shop? I don't know.
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
I have no idea what could sober him up. Maybe something, I don't know, something that smells? Maybe get some rotten, food. Oh, vinegar. Yeah.
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could
Awaken
awaken
the
the dead.
dead. Let's get it. Can we get that?
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Can we not get that? Okay, let's talk to her since she owes some money.
Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case,
So you say.
I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Streets are packed in the afternoon. Okay. Alice Asher owed her money. She left some strawberries at the tobacco shop at 6 p.m. and she didn't see anyone. So that kinds of doesn't that between 6 and 11 then? Between 5:30 and 6. Okay. Do we have anything else to deduce? No, not. Looks like we got everything so far, so we're waiting.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to say
Ah,
about her
good.
husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Okay. Now we got some vinegar. Question France Asher, new objective. Okay, let's go. Have you seen the 50 trophies to unlock? They're in the bonuses.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
We got the vinegar.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
Exactly.
I've been talking to the neighbours and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Yeah, definitely. Ah, he's awake now. Let's inspect him a moment before we talk to him.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Black eye. Blood in the mouth. Ripped.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Probably owed some people money. Offer him a cigarette.
Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No thanks.
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she is dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with
interesting.
your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Of course you don't. Look at your lip.
Asha, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Other side of town.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
True.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Have you seen the reconstructions in the bone so you'll be able to watch reconstruction of each crime? Nice to know. Reconstruct the crime's course of events by selecting the actions that the killer may have executed. Okay. Reconstruction.
The killer enters the shop.
Mrs. Asher keeps her back turned. The murderer grabs his walking stick. She turns around, he strikes her violently. He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
Or he could have just approached her
The
first.
victim has no wound to the temple.
Yeah.
And the ABC is not the same as in the crime scene. Let us think again, mon cher.
Yeah, he advanced. Let's try that again.
The killer enters the shop.
Yeah, because remember, he probably asked for cigarettes, and then when she turned around, yeah.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
Asked for.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him and seizes
then
the
attack.
opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Some objects in your inventory can be modified. See whether... Okay.